Vance.
Chris is just a sweetheart.
He's charming, he's tough.
I just saw him and I was like, that guy is perfect.
He looked like a guy, a real man.
This tall boy, he's a little bit crazy, but he's very earthy.
He's a matador facing the bulls. I mean, he's got this.
He's got this stance. He's very... And at the same time, there's this cheekiness in him.
Chris Vance, I must say,
he's human. You want to reach out and touch him. You know, I want to reach out and shake his hand. Girls are going to want to reach out and kiss him in the cheeks.
I think they're going to fall in love for him.
I don't think people will really miss the original cast from the feature film.
Well, I'm Chris Vance, and I play Frank Martin, who is the transporter on the Transporter TV series.
The lead of our show has been the result of a long casting process we had basically all over the world.
We all sort of mixed and matched and auditioned, and I remember I auditioned with a bunch of Franks, and they were all great and nice, and my last Frank was Chris Vance.
Several readings, several meetings, and screen tests, and then chemistry testing with a few of the girls. It was quite intense.
And then he opened his mouth and he was such a little punk in the audition. And I thought, oh man, this guy annoys me. And he ended up just being the sweetest, most, you know, it sounds so cliche to say giving actor, but he really is. He's so collaborative and funny and laid back and caring. I mean, I could go on forever, so I guess my first impression was wrong.
You must be the chauffeur.
I did a lot of, you know, ball sports when I was a kid. I did a lot of skiing and canoeing and abseiling and all that sort of nonsense, caving. Yeah, I loved action. Who doesn't want to play someone like Frank Martin? Yeah, and I think a big part of the fun element on this is that we do that every day. We're kids. Except we've got all the props and expensive toys and they work. We don't have to use our imagination half as much, so it's great.
He can do all the fights, he's ready, he's in a good shape, Chris Vance knows how to fight.
The fight coordination in this show is like nothing on television. I will guarantee that for a fact. You may have seen it in movies, you may have seen something like it in movies, but you will not have seen this on a television show. Today I'm in a warehouse, fighting numerous interesting characters from the Paris underground. And I'm unarmed.
3, 2, 1, go!
The lingerie sequence was the first one I did. That was on the second day of filming, I think.
I'm just going to be a minute.
And I was really nervous because I'd never really done much of that stuff before. I'd done a bit on various other shows, certainly some stunts and things, but not really the martial arts stuff so much. And you know, I was really nervous going into it, so I'll never forget that day. It took all day to film, and I was exhausted both emotionally and physically at the end of the day. I was absolutely knackered. There's some extraordinary car action sequences that they're actually, you know, pretty much feature film standard, which again you will have never seen in television, I think. But certainly the standard that we're trying to achieve anyway. It's very fast-paced. It's very action sort of based, and you know, like any series, it has to be sort of driven by character. But I think tonally, this thing is going to stand out because of those things. I have done action sequences with the car, or certain stunts with the car, you might say, anyway, certain gags. And yes, I was very apprehensive at the start.
Yeah, Chris can't drive himself out of a wet paper bag. He probably drives a Volkswagen with an automatic transmission.
I drive a Jeep, and love it. It's called William James, my Jeep.
You know, we're working with him, though. We're trying to, you know, teach him how to keep both hands on the wheel.
I'm getting better and better at it. We started small, just, you know, small turns and handbrake turns and then 180s, and it's getting bigger and bigger. We're doing these slide turns now and stuff. It's good.
So far, we're just keeping him in a little green screen stage, and so he's just, you know, we unlock the steering wheel for him. He pretends he's driving, much like my kids do.
It's all in the leg, see? It's all in the leg. One of our set dresses is called Andy Chang. And this is the moment where two guys go down on Andy Chang's nuts.
He destroyed my nuts.
Have you been introduced?
We have not.
Patrick Tidy.
Hi.
Our fabulous first AD. Athena will be tasing Frank Martin very shortly. How do you feel about that? Pretty special, huh? Fake prop, so Chris can't get hurt, hopefully. At least that's the way it's intended. It's a real thing, which can hurt Chris. So we're not going to use that tonight. That's Frank Martin. That's the Frank Martin head turn. How do I get on with the international cast and crew? Well, I get on very well, I think. I hope, at least. I think I do. With all of them. I love them to death. They're great. They bring an awful lot of energy to the show. And different cultures to the show, too, as we're filming. And different sense of humour and, you know, different sort of work ethics, which are really kind of blending and yet keeping the energy on the show really kind of cool. So I love it. It's great. The crew are forced to do very long hours, and we shoot these episodes back to back, so it's relentless. They don't get a break, and sometimes they get very short weekends, and they come in again on Monday morning. And this particular crew, I'm telling you right now, no bitching, no moaning. They get on with their jobs, and they are incredibly passionate about the show. They all understand what it should be, right? From a character point of view, from a story point of view, and you know, and within their own department. So you know, lighting understands it, camera understands it, everything understand what this show should be, and this is unique. I'm really interested to see how it all comes together. There are some amazingly gifted people putting it together, giving its look, giving its tone, overlaying effects and music and whatever else needs to be there to polish up the product. And from the little bits I've seen, I think the show is going to be amazing. I think there's not going to be anything like it on television, for sure. The content is certainly strong. How will people perceive it? I don't know. I don't know, man. I'd be very surprised if people didn't embrace it, truly embrace it. And enjoy it, and escape, and and fall in love with it. It has all the elements.